Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 61 in my second Let's Play series for Anno 1800. Okay. Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 61 in my second Let's Play series for Anno 1800. Now, in the last episode, we built our first set of Tier 3 skyscrapers for our investors and began to create the logistics to back up the population. Today we're going to continuously push further, build more skyscrapers, and keep building them taller. Or at least try to. Now, I just wanted to mention as well, I just had a look at these and I was like, oh god, they do not look very good. Just in terms of how I built them, not the graphics of the buildings themselves. And that's just because I'm trying to get a feel for all the mechanics. People were like, oh, you know, it's going to be really difficult and stuff. So I didn't want to do much beauty building in case I had to go over a lot of stuff. So probably in the next couple of episodes, as I get a bit further in, I'll start then to try to create some panoramas and then also maybe move some buildings around to see where do things fit and look the best. So I just thought I'd let people know that as an FYI. I know that right now it looks very strange, to say the least. Alright, anyways, let's go back to the morning. So, we just unlocked at the end of the last episode the ability to build a furniture store, and from looking at it, it seems to be the same as a arcade, a shopping arcade, the department store. So, just as a kind of a...
Your people are starting to get sick.
A somewhat temporary measure, I thought we'd just get rid of these houses here. Place one down. This seems to be the exact same building, just a different color rooftop. Thought we'd place it here. Obviously, these buildings are meant as...
Customers are seeking goods, but we have naught to offer.
As they're meant as like buffs to the buildings that are beneath or around them. So, I believe the toasters are going to be affecting... I mean, it says all old world residences except scholars get affected for the toaster. I assume it's the same in here. So inside of the shopping catalog, we have the banker's lamp. And the banker's lamp, what an electrifying design. An elegant and well-made brass stand with that distinctive emerald glass shade we've all come to associate with serious work.
The comfort and luxury of our furnishings is sublime. I'm forever having to dislodge customers falling asleep upon our lounge collection.
Okay, he's creepy as hell, that guy. Simply tug the pull chain switch, adjust your glasses, and pour over the case notes. So that's going to give us an extra happiness benefit. It's going to give us 11% income, a negative 15 consumption to jewelry, and a negative 25% to light bulbs. Oh, it takes light bulbs to make. I guess that's kind of part of the offset. But you think it would almost... Well, I guess so. No, yeah, I guess it makes sense. If you have lamps that take light bulbs to make, and you put lamps in a building, you need less light bulbs in the building to light it, right? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It holds up. So we need glass, brass, and light bulbs. Let's select it.
A dandy choice.
We actually have everything we need right now. Tons of light bulbs, so we're fine there. Brass and glass, I do believe, will run out if we don't make a delivery.
Pull up a chair. Make yourself at home.
I guess as well, if you really wanted to maximize the effect of this, you'd want to place one of them over by my other investor area. I don't know where we'd put it, though. There's kind of an open plaza here, actually, with room for stuff. Actually, yeah, you could slam it right back in there. Actually, it would fit. If you really wanted to. Oh, no, it wouldn't. The restaurant's kind of in the way, although you can move the restaurant out slightly. Yeah, it would fit. Or you could just get rid of some buildings and, like, almost attach it on. Because this would be next to... Actually, does it only affect skyscrapers, or is it everybody?
You found your algorithm.
Oh, no, it's everybody. Yeah, that's good. Well, that being the case then, you could have it, like, right there. And it would actually fit on the end of the buildings pretty well. I guess. Kind of. I mean, it has stairs that lead up and a gap. There would definitely be a gap. But it might not be too bad looking.
Of course, my
the only thing is, though...
Oh, sorry. The best. Let's keep it that way. The lamps are old news. We need a new bestseller. We could even ask the customers.
He's loving the lamp sales. He's asking the customers directly what they want. I was going to say, the only thing that would take me away from wanting to do that is I'd lose influence on doing it. You know, I'd lose influence from moving those houses. So it might be something where I get rid of our little... I love this area, though. I've worked so hard on so many of these things. I'd hate to have to get rid of them. Just to put down a giant shopping mall. Oh my god. The parallels. The irony is now a lot of shopping malls are closing. Anyway. Right. Oh yeah, and we have lacquer now. I think it's called lacquer. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. After this episode, I get to read all the comments. So we need an orchard with resin. In the old world, sand mines, chemical plants. So actually, what might be kind of cool is to use our island of Malahide. Oh no, there's sickness or something here, is there? Uh-oh. Oh no, and I never built a hospital.
Clearly, a quality lamp needs a quality writing desk to stand on. However else will our customers work through the night to afford both? Rather illuminating, wouldn't you agree?
No. So this is unfortunate. There's a plague or a sickness spreading throughout the town here. Unfortunately, I didn't really account for that. I never built a hospital. Hospitals are fairly big, bulky things that I'd have to try and think about where you'd place that down.
I've coaxed a
Somewhere
few
around that way would
citizens
make kind of
into a
sense.
So-called marketing survey. Your input is appreciated. Can you stop by the office?
Donnie hopes you can drop by the market research. He's got another thing. Oh yeah, select the following subjects to hear their views for the next thing that we want to make. Oh, so it wasn't to do with the investor who actually gave us the lamp desk thing, I guess. I might just let this sickness blow over. It'll be fine. Herd immunity, right? That's what I've heard. So we'll come back there. They'll be okay. But actually, in all seriousness, it would be nice to make an orchard down here. Damn it, I feel like I just saw it and then it went away.
We now have the required
Yeah, it's
permit
35
to expand
farmers.
the campus.
It would kind of make sense. Maybe have them at the back of the school. It's kind of cute. Yeah, I don't see why not. We have another one like around here. And have some sort of warehouse in the middle. Looking after both. Wish I could make that a grass texture on the bottom, but oh well. When the trees pop in, it might look a little bit better. Maybe another one over here would be good, but we're just a bit low on that workforce. It'll probably come up when the sickness passes, though. There's now an option in the game options to turn off the sickness noises, I realized, which is actually a pretty cool option, so props to UB Mines for that.
We put our love.
Alright, so they're going to take a while, but that's 2 resin. 2 resin, and then we need a chemical plant. That's going to focus on lacquer. It's going to take in sand, and it'll need ethanol from the New World. Now that's a bit of a tricky one, I think. But let's just get cracking on that right now. So another chemical plant. It's going to take 100 engineers. These are where my current chemical plants are. Just put one right there for now. So ethanol's the ingredient that we don't have, we're just not going to be able to shift at all. Type in Malahide and see all the trade that comes from that island that we just built the orchards on. So in the old world we have an iron collection route, a Malahide production route. This would also be one that's probably, oh my god, what a nightmare. So it goes to Malahide, we pick up all the saltpeter, we drop it all off at Lusk. Seems to be working well so far. Then we pick up steel and rum, and we bring it back to Malahide. Then we pick up schnapps and bread, and we drop it at Scary's. And that's the end of our route. So I'm going to get rid of these 2, and we're going to add on that resin, if I can find it. Man, I really wish you could just search this thing here. I don't know why I struggle so much to see the new icons. Agricultural product, right? Let's just go all. Maybe it's not categorized properly or something, or I'm not looking in the right place for it. I would have thought agriculture, like I found it pretty quick this time. So I don't know. Let's just look at it. I'm just curious. I just want to see, is it in agriculture? Did I just look over it? We have citrus, which stands out.
Guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
And the other products are there, like cinnamon and camphor wax and all of that. Yeah, I feel like it's not there. Maybe it's a construction material? Nope. I don't feel like it's categorized. Is it counted in a new world thing? No, well, I have everything toggled on. Intermediate, maybe? Celluloid, lacquer? I think it's just not listed. That's really weird. Alright, maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem to be in agriculture where it should be. No thanks.
You broke the key off in the lock.
Right, so that means that at least resin is going to be getting delivered here. But ethanol is the big challenge then, so... Over to the New World. Ethanol is made in our chemical plant here. Our New World chemical plant. It's immediately consumed in the celluloid factory. We do have enough to make another one though. It's just I don't have the workforce for it. We need 125. Now there's buildings that reduce workforce. -10, -50. I'm just curious if these buildings can be affected by that. I just want to see. No. So these don't affect that. Okay. Very weird. Seems really kind of inconsistent.
What brings
to do
you
that.
here, Governor?
Like, I kind of understand, like, oh, we have this, like, fine balance in mind and we want to do it a certain way. I do get that. But if that's the case, doesn't that, like, also apply to everything in the game? Like, why are some chains okay to mess with but not others? It just seems strange to me. Surely if your argument is that, like, this is a tighter design or it's, like, a tighter control or maybe... I don't know what the argument would be for that. It makes the base game sound sloppy then, or something. Or, I don't know, it's just an inconsistency. It seems weird to me. I'm not one for, like, you know me, like, I'm not a big item-driven guy, but it's very strange to be like, affects all production buildings, and then you've got a production building here that's not affected by it. I guess multi-factories are just, is not a traditional production building, it's just not affected by items. Which is fair enough, but it's a little weird, I think. A little weird. Right, anyway, so yeah, we need another one of these, ethanol, but manpower is low. And speaking of possibly adding stuff like a town hall, squeezing more out of the population, I feel like we need to do that. Because do we even have one here? It doesn't look like it, actually. I don't think we have any town halls.
I can appreciate the art of others.
Let's just buy that back. So, over on our other island of Marbella, we recently expanded it. And again... Oh, we do have a town hall here. Ah. Now we're talking. Ah, this one as well. Affects residences. Workforce 40%. Boom. Hell yeah. I mean, that's almost too easy. Almost too easy. Income per house. Chance of illness has gone up radically. Let's give them a hospital. Oh, we have one. That's fine. Chance of illness is low. Love it. Alright, great. That solved that problem pretty easily, and I'm sure we can get more items to help that out too. So, chemical plant here. That makes ethanol. It only takes that and corn. There's no corn on the island, unfortunately. That's why it's kind of perfect on that other island. So, me thinks that this town hall be better on other island. Get that influence back. I don't want to build another one. I'll just use the one we have. I've got absolutely no ships available here. Maybe we'll grab a... Do we have a... Nope. I was hoping we'd had an airship. Oh, I think it's an Embesa. We could probably get to the New World quite fast.
On course.
Off you go. Actually, I needed to go to... Sorry, Marbella, right? Yep.
That's it.
I should get there fairly fast. It's not carrying anything. Alright, so with that in mind, knowing that somewhere here I'll create a gap and build a little town hall,
This city
increase
is a
the population by
magnet for
40%.
genius.
We'll get a huge workforce back out of that then. Just trying to see... Where the hell is the town hall? I can't find the town hall. That's what I'm looking for here. There it is. Yeah, we never used one. Okay. Well, there's a little wasted space or overlap into like the ocean as possible, I guess. So I'd almost wager somewhere like here would be good. Maybe I'll get rid of that police station. Put it down here. No, it doesn't fit. Doesn't quite fit. It's alright though. What's the police problem? That's fine. Yeah, so town hall right there would be good. Hit that whole area. Maybe upgrade all these houses and like lower some that are out this way. That might be a better idea then. That way we can get more obreros. So with that in mind, then we can build another ethanol plant right at the back. This place is super crammed now, but I don't mind too much. So at a certain point, I'll probably move these things.
Hola.
Don't know how many timber things are on the island. I guess 2. Alright, so what do we have? Tortilla makers, bunch of tortilla makers, a bomb and weaver, and then the chemical plants. Okay. I could fit another one in there. Good. So that'll be extra ethanol, and we'll need to bring that back. So we set up a new ship that's bringing gum home, so we could also bring ethanol back. So load up with the, I would want to say intermediate. Yep, there it is. Ethanol. I'll bring that back. So we'll change the name of that route. I don't know. Maybe skyscraper supplements? Something like that. I don't know. I know it's not directly into skyscrapers, but it kind of is, some of it. It lets me know that I'm dealing with high life anyway. So we're suffering a bit of a worker shortage, but that's okay. Once we get the airship here, we can build that town hall. I can build a town hall now, actually, thinking about it. So let's get rid of this. And just have it facing that way. Probably dress it to be a little bit nicer, but again, I'll leave it till another time. So with that in mind, what I'll do now is pretty much upgrade all of these into obrero households. What are we short on?
I'm used to not having much.
Oh, they're not close enough to the market. Oh shit. Let's give them roads. So the market's there, but yeah, there's no cut through. So it has to loop all the way around to get to them. Yeah, that's a problem. Well, we could just get rid of one household. I don't think it's that big of a crime.
For what you have achieved.
Can't fit it anywhere else here. There's a bit of a gap in there. Fire stations. Lots of fire stations here. Yeah, I'll just create that cut through. At least that way they get everything they need.
You give me pride.
And then we'll start downgrading some of the houses that were all the way out this way.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Awesome. Alright, so let's pick up the items that we just left behind. And we'll fly over, drop that off here.
Light path plotted.
I didn't actually look. What have we got already on the island? Nothing. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll get a 40% boost at least. It'll hit some of the non-obrero houses, the jornaleros, whatever. Jornaleros. So we'll just downgrade all these guys. It's a hell of a pain in the behind to do. But another town hall out this way again, maybe on top of that police station would be nice. Or get rid of one of these, or two, even, fire stations. Fire risk is actually moderate, considering the amount we have is a little bit alarming. Alright, I think that should be enough.
Waiting
Now have the required permit to expand the...
So there we go, 371. Just need to get rid of a little bit more on the household side of things for jornaleros. Try to do all the ones that are kind of on the outskirts. I like the ones that are near by the beach. They're cool. Just leave them the way they are. This one can go though. There we go. Alright, sorted. So now we've just given ourselves a much bigger population pool. Can build another couple plants if we wanted to. No big deal. And that's the ethanol. So ethanol should be starting to come back already. We'll start making a little bit of an excess. Maybe I'll just leave, say, just leave a stock of 10 for the buildings that are here. Although they should never have that problem, but just in case. For some reason, a fire, something. Oh no, we went from 3 great things to 3 bad things. Gotta get rid of one of these, for sure.
I suppose it can be reworded like this. Censorship is not always the...
Oh, well, that happiness debuff is going to lower our population because of the tourism.
So this is how you talk to your people. How low the mighty stoop.
Oh, fuck off. Sorry. I think I've only ever dropped, like, F-bombs in this series maybe, like, 5 times. So apologies. Apologies. Sometimes it's comedic effect, but I hope no one had kids in the room or something. Anyways.
Buy low and sell high.
How we doing? So they're full up. They have their furniture. How do we have furniture already? Oh, yeah. You don't have to make that. You just have it here. What's going on here? Oh, it's the people we need to talk to as well about it. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Brass and glass. I didn't sort that out, did I? Let's find out. So...
Welcome to the manufacturing.
Glass we have loads. Brass not so much. So this one... This could also take some of that stuff up, although it's not quite what I intended this ship to do. Oh, I remember which one I did though. Zinc. Yes, this one. So that's glass, then they need brass. Just tell them to unload that. I can't remember what the other one was. Oh, light bulbs. Well, that already gets delivered here, so that's okay. Yeah, so glass and brass. So we're gonna have to set a reserve on those things for sure. There is a reserve there. Is there a reserve for glass? Technically there is, but whatever. Now, brass globally, if I recall correctly, is not doing too hot. Yeah, we're short. We're actually short globally. I don't know how it's been keeping up. I think it's just because some of the buildings in the Arctic use it, and I've just left them to fend for themselves. Because I'm also quite certain that in Crown Farms, we have an excess. Yeah. But I don't think we ever take it away. So I think it's just stored here.
People.
So that's really strange. I have such a shortfall everywhere else. I don't even feel it. Like the Lusk Island never seems to run out. But what I'll do is, this is the Cape to the Old World again. So we were bringing flour, if you remember from a couple episodes ago. Now we can also add on the brass. See how that goes. And another thing I just remembered as well was tallow. We activated tallow here, but are we running low now? We actually are. We're slightly now like eating away at it. Let me just have a look. Oh, it's 24 to 24. Let's see, it's even. Okay, that's not so bad then. Because one of these is taking tallow, isn't it? Yes, for the biscuits. Cool. I like this music. It feels like you're making progress.
All the elements to produce a reaction.
Filaments again having trouble. It's taking every amount just fine every time. Alright, cool. Well, we're making progress. It's like so many little logistical problems you have to solve like all over the place, at least for me. Maybe we'll just get back on track and do some of the quests again. So let's just see. I just want to get like recap in my head what I've just done. So I feel like I fixed this for a while anyway. So we should get deliveries now of glass and brass. Yeah? Yes. The ethanol is coming back as well. That ethanol is going to be used for the lacquer paint. which is going to be made here. Ethanol and resin. Resin is coming in from malahide. Maybe not. Did I not add it to the route? I thought I did. Strange. I could have sworn that's what we did at the beginning. Malahide production. Oh, did I not save it? That's my bad. After all that, trying to find it and everything. Didn't even save it.
I do need to simplify my instructions for the workers, lest they find another reason to complain.
Alright, that's set now as well. So, as complicated as that route looks, delivering 100 should work, I think. Okay. Quartz sand we have absolutely loads of. I don't even know where we get it from, to be honest. Where does that come from? No idea. I guess I'd be curious to find out. Well, it's fucking hotkeys. So, quartz sand, raw materials brought in from the Cape. All right, okay. And yeah, I guess that's working just fine. Do we refine glass here? No, we don't. I think we actually produce a huge amount of glass in Crown Farms as well. I probably need to set up deliveries of all the excess from Crown Farms just to come to here, so that way I don't have to like go between islands all the time.
Battle deck to attention.
All right. So yeah, all we have to do now is wait for a little trickle down effect for the ethanol to get here, for this to get here, and then we have to add lacquer to the, I assume, the route that's going back to swords. Again, sorry for being so buried in the statistics, or even trade routes. I think you just ultimately have to be. So this one, right? So lacquer has to go in here. Now this isn't a consumer good. This is just one of the things that... Okay, I've actually got another idea then. Because it's one of the things that they consume, I could put it on this route. It's a bit more of like an industrial thing, I guess, rather than a direct food. Yeah. Alright. So there we go. The toasty is going to be delivering a bit of everything. Hopefully it doing its deliveries at 50 per... Actually, yeah, I've got an idea. Might just switch this now to add a ship. This one, the one that like moves really fast, and then I'll take that one off the route and save it. So the idle ship, this one, we'll just make a manual delivery here, and I'll tell it to notify me when it gets there. Boom, new feature. Excellent. All right, I think we're in a good position now to start looking at what we do next. So the survey, subjective feedback. Mr. Bader has convinced a group of bemused citizens to take part in what he calls a marketing survey. He hopes these survey subjects can unearth the next lucrative patent for him. He's invited you to his office to hear their survey responses and determine the best course of action for business. Alright, sounds good. The other one was market research crock of gold. So we're going to hopefully complete this. We need 15 lacquer, which we're delivering. It's just it's going to take a while to trickle down, as I say. Due to the theft of the required goods for the patents, your research has come to a halt. It seems... Oh, that's nice. It seems that it'll remain that way until you deliver the new goods. Our ship is here.
Olio reporting in.
Is it? Oh, I didn't even see it. It was behind the building. Alright, so this ship is free now. New furniture store patent unlocked. Yeah, so that was what that investor told us. So that's a furniture store patent. So let's check it out. So we have the banker's lamp. Now we have the writing desk. The writing desk. So we'll just go forward and have a look at it. So that's reducing light bulbs and jewelry and increasing income 11%. The writing desk increases happiness 2 more than the other thing, 3% more than the other thing, but reduces cigars and penny farthings. It takes brass, wood, and lacquer indirectly. So they both take brass. Wouldn't be a change in effect there. But the wood veneers, I guess you'd feel, and the lacquer. I guess the question is, I don't think I have any trouble with cigars. Penny farthings, I feel like, is a bit of a pain. But again, not really. Jewelry used to be a big problem, but then I fixed it radically. And Yeah, light bulb. Light bulbs is okay too. So I haven't really felt the need for any of that stuff. What else do we have on tap? We've got glasses and light bulbs, telephones and pocket watches. I feel like that'd be quite a nice one. You could have a furniture store over by the scholars. Wait a second though. Telephones. Doesn't it say it doesn't affect? Yeah, it says it right there. Affects all old world residences except scholar residences. What the hell's the point of that then? Telephones aren't used in anything else, are they? Build 2 radio towers. The development of a radio network may lead to new habits and new needs. Give access to more bear fur and feathers to any of your old world islands. Such materials could provide inspiration. Make sure you provide your citizens with bankers' lamps and have an engineer skyscraper nearby. Then Donald should provide you with some new tasks. The vanity screen. Am I mad in thinking that doesn't make any sense? Telephones negative 20% doesn't affect the only things that take telephones, which is scholars.
The halls and accommodations are nothing special.
Unless, as you upgrade this, you get telephones? That'd be kind of weird though, wouldn't it? It's a whole different season of content. So something doesn't smell quite right with that one. We'll see what people say about that. I'd be interested to see comments. Okay, well anyway, let's do the market survey. So we can talk to different people. The romantic survey, the reclusive survey, and the cheapskate. Well, I'm obviously going to go cheapskate. How do you perceive our brand? How can I put this? It's very fancy and grand, but it's also expensive and intimidating. I feel a little out of place that's in that Swish arcade. Alright, fair enough. The reclusive survey subject. This is me. How could your current situation be improved? Right now? A drink. Sorry, look, I work in an office and we're shoulder to shoulder in there. There's just no privacy. So that'd be the vanity thing, I think, maybe. And what about this one? The romantic. What kind of products would you like to see? That's broad. Well, I moved into a skyscraper apartment. The view is nice and all, but the interiors all look the same.
A whole bunch of demanding so-and-sos in that survey. How you put up with them on the daily is beyond me. Let's skim the results. Pick our best seller.
Okay. The market research survey results are in. Where did Miss Jenny put my darn notes? Oh well, we don't need them. We had some really dull responses. I cherry-picked the data. Maybe 80% want fancy furniture, 75% like luxury stuff, and 20-odd% just want a drink. So my girl, what do you think will make us money? Furniture, quality, and a drink? A minibar? Or actually, I'd like to hear what Theodora has to say. A minibar. Ah, come on. I like it. Not everyone has a Miss Jenny around them to get him a gin and tonic, huh? This is a very good ratio, by the way. Miss Jenny, what do you think people want a minibar? Speak up. What's your take? No wrong answers. What do I think? Well, I must say the method of analysis skewed the results, so I'm intrigued by the percentages you uncovered, Mr. Bader. Well done. If we consider our survey responses, I'd say they want a product to help them personalize their skyscraper apartments and provide a little privacy, while others perceive the Galleria as rather uninclusive and would prefer a range of affordable products. Maybe a vanity screen. It's decorative, grants privacy, and, well, affordability is relative. It's hard to define a single product. Maybe our focus should be personalization and affordability. I mean, the vanity screen seems like the right answer, based on the 3 people's question. So. A vanity screen, that seems rather specific. Maybe for some that could be a fit, but... Miss Jenny, there's no pleasing everyone. We're here to make a product that sells, and I've run out of talk time. My guru, you taught me to follow my instincts, so let's just go in hard on the vanity screens. Decorative, perfect to hide behind, and really, we don't want every kind in arcades now. Sorry, we don't want every kind in arcades now, do we? So make it pricey. Alright. Well done us. Now all we need is a flashy poster, and they'll be craving the vanity screen in no time. My guru, we need a slogan. We could play on a sense of luxury or fun, make it rhyme. Galleria Badarete. The height of etiquette. So Badarette, sorry. Etiquette. Life is a cabaret. Galleria Badarete. Well, it's not Badarete, it's Badarette. Surely it's the height of etiquette. How creative, they'll love it. Now all that's missing is a picture of the vanity screen. Miss Jenny, would you... No, not that one, the other one. Yes, good. There we go. The height of etiquette.
2 birds, 1 cartridge. A brand new patent and a dazzling poster advertisement. While Miss Jenny runs the posters round town, us big dogs can crank up production to meet a deluge of demand.
Sounds good. Although I don't think I'm actually going to use it at all. But it'd be nice to get all the patents. I think that'd be my goal. So we've now got banker's lamp, vanity screen, and writing desk. So cotton, cherry wood, and lacquer.
The posters are up. Can't be missed. I gave Miss Jenny some time off.
I guess if you're worried about income, you could also... This one's also a pretty good one to go for. It's the 2nd highest earner. But I suppose you want to have 2 different ones in like different types, overlapping and stuff if you can as well. Equip the vanity screen patent in your furniture store. Okay.
Deride art, but true beauty lies not in things seen, but those unseen.
Well, we don't have any lacquer yet, or any... So do we have to sustain that, yeah? Reach the following productivity in your furniture store. Vanity screens on swords. Ah, you bastard. Alright, well, we'll switch it when we get the stuff delivered. And then we have that lacquer coming in. Alright.
For certain components of our vacuums...
Let's see, I didn't actually check. What do we require for the other patents on this thing? Once you provided your citizens with toasters and accepted the hunt for new patents from Donald, you should attempt to fulfill this.
atop our beautiful friendship cake.
Same thing, so it's not conditional this time. I like the conditional ones. I think it's kind of cool. It's like, oh, you have to build this, do this, and then you get the patent. It kind of makes sense. But sometimes story ones are cool too. So yeah, we're low on tourists. Oh, that's just because of the happiness collapse, I guess. The Great Depression that's amongst us right now. I'm going to track that lacquer and see where we're at with it. Did I not save it again? Am I... Oh, no, I did. Yeah. Sorry. I was going to say, am I going absolutely mad? Still none on the island. Let's see what we're missing. We're missing that ethanol. Please, game, stop doing that to me. Ethanol. Now, gum and ethanol actually get made at the same time. You could wait for goods on this type of thing to make sure you have it. So there's 20 on the island already. Maybe just to speed things up, we'll get our old airship. Just bring 10 with us.
Airship.
Just kickstart the building. Let's bring 11. I'm just leaving 10 in reserve because that's what the reserve amount is. So yeah, we'll just bring that to Lusk. Kickstart that building chain. Production chain. Man, we have a lot of coffee, and we don't even move it. Oh, wasted space in here. I kind of wish they added a new warehouse. That'd be nice. That'd be a hell of a relief. Cognac is doing well. No other signs of stress. Sugar is actually gaining, which is a good sign as well. So I'm just trying to think, what are we doing next? Oh yeah, we need the vanity thing. So for the vanity thing, that's going to require lacquer. Was it there? I think there was something else that I'm after forgetting about. We need to deliver cotton fabric to the island, cherry wood, and lacquer. Now, I think we've got a lot of cotton fabric down on this island. Yeah. Alright, well. Maybe I should separate the lacquer out into its own route and call it something like, you know, furniture store. And it's just stuff for furniture stores. Or like the extra buildings, like a furniture store and the other one. Might be a good idea. So let's see, lacquer. so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Oh, I want to say liqueur, but it's clearly not. Liqueur. I'm trying to find the cherry wood. I find it so hard to find things now in this list. I don't know why. There it is. Come on. Alright, there we go. So, I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm just going to leave that off. So, I'm just adding another route. That's basically all I'm doing. So, I might readdress some of these things to be more, like, to their category. But apart from that, it's still fine, I think, the way I've done it. So, you know, there's room on this, but I want this to be more for the next skyscraper goods rather than for the buildings. So, that's the only kind of inefficiency right now. Most things are taking 6 goods and doing their thing, so it's fine. But yeah, so is that getting made yet? It's actually getting made now. The first ethanol has reached us. But there's more to be dropped off. So now we have 11 ethanol, 56 resin, and 3,000 quartz sand. So this should keep going pretty much indefinitely now. And that means it'll start getting shipped out. So that's good. So once we get to 15, the next part of the quest moves on. So we have to deliver 15 and give it to her. And then also we have to have a sustainability of a certain amount. So to do that, that's why we need this to also take cotton as the intermediate. And cherry wood. Yeah. Now we'll just set a limit on that.
Left buildings abandoned.
And the cherry wood, I might as well set a limit on that because I feel like it might need to be used here. So it is being used here. So if we're taking some away, I don't want to take it all away. So just set a little limit on that too. Yeah, 100's fine. We'll reach that soon. Alright. The sickness is past. I can't believe only one building got damaged. Wow. With all that plague. They just like got rid of it themselves. It's kind of incredible. And there's our new orchards. I gotta say, I've said it before, I really dislike the fact that there's just no grass grows here. I mean, I get it. I do get it, but like, I feel like it would just look better if they just had grass under the trees, wouldn't it? Because it just looks weird. Because there's no like shadows. Well, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, not that there should be. It's just that when you cover it up with grass, you don't need to, like, trees look a lot better when you don't see the base just against the ground like that. That's a very specific problem, but all orchards operate that way, and all, even the lumberjacks and everything operate that way, I think. They just don't have grass. I guess it's to help distinguish what it covers, maybe? I don't know. Looks kind of weird to me. But oh well, minor thing. Anyway, we can build our third one now as well, actually. Resin. Might just upgrade some skyscrapers now and try to increase the panorama effect for fun. Okay, we'll just wait a little while. Yeah, so while I'm waiting, actually, I'll just start upgrading this area here. So we can actually do... Yeah, there we go. Boom. Tier 3, intense panorama. So it's still intense, right? Yeah, so that's intense. So is this one. This one's weak. So it's got one next to it that's lower. So that's become strong. It can never be intense though, right? Because it's bordering that one, that one, that one, and that one.
A renowned personage has arrived.
Yeah. Okay. What about this? Would that count?
Yes, I am often transported to unexpected floors too.
No.
I am presently working on an equation.
So it works across the road, but not across the road to the left. This works next to it to the left or to the right. Anyway, there we go. We're building a little skyline. It's kind of nice. Ooh, I really like the look of that one. That's so cool. Because it's like all offset.
Are you certain we should use these goods?
Much more natural looking. Am I certain you should use these goods? If you, oh yeah, you have the 15 lacquer already. Is that it? Oh yeah, wow, cool.
Ah, how I relish working with a professional. If only that was the norm. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Jenny?
Jesus, what's his problem with Miss Jenny?
Indeed, Mr. Bader. I too wish that were the case.
Sad. There we go. Let's just soak in the views. I mean, it's a small little, our small little kind of mini skyscraper area. Looks good though.
Good news.
I still can change some looks around if I need to
The
though.
prototype successfully passed testing, is fully functional, and is ready to enter into production.
Crockery.
I will at least think.
Splendid.
And a vacuum cleaner.
Cleaning all these floors is hard work. I should know. I pay the bill.
Celluloid
With this
and
machine,
wool.
I can slash the staff.
Crockery is quartz sand clay, which we've loads of.
The difference a brand makes.
And
An
lacquer.
immediate markup. I must admit, Miss Jenny, you have a keen eye for domestic detail.
Cool. So I'm totally fine for steam engines and gramophones. Cigars might be a good one to get a reduced amount of. And we've loads of clay here, and quartz sand and lacquer can just be either delivered from Lusk or just brought in through Docklands or something very easily. So do we need to turn on one of those? I don't know if I'm going to use them now. Again, when I'm kind of readdressing and redressing the city and reorganizing it, I should say, that's when I can be like, okay, yeah, this is the buff I need here, and this is what I want to change there, you know? Because that's all it amounts to at the end of the day. They're just buffs, and the city is such that I'm not like a mega builder. I can see like if you're pushing things to the limit, you need some of these things for sure. There's no way you need them all, I don't think. But I guess part of the challenge is stacking them all if you really wanted to. But I'll just pick and choose a couple that I feel like I'm struggling with. That might be a bit better for my type of playstyle. Speaking of struggling with things, I'm just going to increase a couple more. Are these covered? Yeah, they're covered. Because I'd like to get some more influence back. We're ready to go to the next tier. Holy crap, here we go. Boom. Tier 4. Crap, I did not know it went that high, as I speculated in the previous episode. Let's have a look. So we have 3, 2, 1, and 1. I love the look of that building, though. Looks really, really good. Let's go 3 all the way. Make it just a big thick boy. That actually looks awesome. Simple but effective. Wow. Big thing is big. Looks good. Probably has a pretty good panorama, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, it's intense. Up to 280 people can live here. And what do they need now? Typewriters and billiard tables. For that, we need 15 investor skyscrapers to be at level 4. 15! And for a typewriter, oh my days. What do you need now? This is fine. So we have our lacquer, we have brass, we have steel. This is fine. What are people complaining about? 500 workforce in a multi-factory in the assembly line. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, that's the thing I'm gonna struggle with the most, is getting extra space for workers. I'll build them on another island though, I think, probably on this one, like I'd been saying before. We have 200. Actually, they just don't have a commuter pier, right? I think that's their issue. Yeah, I don't think so. It's an engineer thing, is it? Guess so. So that, how much? That's 50 in influence. Okay. we just hook it up to the road, and that'll be it. So we just, yeah, we connected that. So now we've got way more farmers that we're allowed to, we can like upgrade the city. There you go. That'll be 500 in no time. Build that school that we've been waiting to use for a while. Sausages? You don't have any sausages? 3,000 sausages down in Lusk. I like this music. It's really good. Like I said before, it has that very like, yeah, we're making progress kind of feel. Just trying to think, what, there's nothing else. Rush to Lusk. Fur. Lots of fur. It's not full up the whole time though, so let's leave some slots and let's bring back some saucies. It's easy as that. Definitely will need to check on a lot of things though. I've just been building rapidly, not really thinking of consequences too much. But with that all being said, we're still getting our skyscrapers done. Alright, typewriters it is. Let's go. Steel, brass, lacquer. Just means that this chemical plant's probably going to need to make more than it does. It processes one every 15 seconds. What does this do? Every 15 seconds. So that's 1-to-1 with that, unfortunately. Which means we'd need 2 of these. At the least. Now that's fine for the sand and everything, but the ethanol, that's not fine.
Cover your ears.
Yet. We could probably make the ethanol work though, if, like I said, we left room for another chemical plant, so. So that's going to require more wood and more corn, which we seem to have a good amount of. Wood we can always bring in here, that's fine. Corn, I do worry slightly, but I guess if we just look globally at corn production. I wonder if we can get corn on Docklands and just like ferry up wood and corn here to these chemical plants. Yeah, because corn is, we're pretty low globally, so that isn't gonna last forever. Corn is made on this island, I think, at Guadalmina. Yeah, here it is.
You should go sit in the shade, boss.
Oh, pipe down. Yeah, let's just check really quickly if Docklands does handle that. It does. Look at that. Corn. You could send corn back out on one of the many, many trips that come in. How much would that need to be? Probably not that much at all, actually. What am I doing? I don't know, 300? So, the New World to Old World routes. One of these ships that goes back after it dumps everything can go back with corn. And what was it? Wood, right? Yeah. And we get loads of wood in here, actually. It makes perfect sense. In fact, we could probably get rid of all the wood production then on that island. Even better. So, raw material. Ah, resin's a raw material. There you go. Apologies for assuming it was an agricultural product. I mean, I feel like it kind of is, but I can see why it'd be in this category, so never mind. Anyway, yeah, so let's go wood, and then we'll go completely blanked out my mind just right now because I'm just focused on resin, and I see the cherry wood is here as well. What was it that we needed? God damn it. There's so many things to keep track of. I'm so sorry that I lose track sometimes. Let's just say okay for now, till I can think of what I was just doing. What the hell was I just doing? Corn. Got it. Got it. Dun, 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 dun. Coin, 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 coin. And then unload, unload, unload. Discard anytime you're full, and you are good to go. So now this can be increased. 1,600 wood. I'm sure that's more than we need. Or maybe not, actually. We've been actually using it. And yeah, let's just, I don't know. Fuck it. Let's just fill this thing up slowly over time. Alright. Actually, the best thing to do would just be to max it out completely, right? So we have about a 3,000 storage here, so let's just go with 3,000. You can still do it in one go and just fill the thing completely. And then it'll, if it works, it works, you know. And it'll tell me then how much I need. In the beginning, when setting up Docklands, people told me to do that, but I actually couldn't do it in the beginning. It was important to have it. I couldn't just wait for things to fill up, basically, at the time. But now I can. Now that we're so established, now it's like, oh yeah, definitely. You can just like max it out, hit the full storage, see what happens, and then recalibrate after the first order goes in.
Altitude stable.
Right, so that's basically going to set us up for that second chemical plant and be totally fine. And it also means that every single lumberjack hut out here doesn't need to be here. Which gives us room instead for more orchards, if we wanted. Although it does take more workforce. So there you go. It's kind of a nice little optimization. So 2 chemical plants. So 3 ethanol, right, that we have here now? Yep, 1, 2, 3. Just for my own sanity. I keep them together. I feel so bad, man, you know, like, well, in a way. I didn't mind building the town, I didn't mind building the farms, but now it's like real pollution hitting the island, I feel like. Yeah, it is actually, -10 attractiveness. Oh well. Oh well. Okay, so that solves the ethanol problem. Which means then back home, back on Lusk, in our new factory, that'll allow us to get a second batch of lacquer set up. No probs. And that means that this should get operational without issue as well. Which means we need a little bit of a reserve. For whatever that category of thing is. There we go. So we don't want to ship it all away. I'll just list it as 25. Cool. So that pretty much sets us up. I know this might be kind of confusing. I don't know if I'm explaining any of it very well. It's really all in my head. A lot of these trade routes and things that I'm kind of configuring. Also, there's so many people walking around. It looks really good. Never noticed that many people around the building sites anyway. But yeah, so these 2 chemical factories, I'll just check it in the statistics screen. That'll kind of back up my theories, hopefully if I'm not wrong. So it's a raw material, it turns out. So resin is low. We'll need another resin. That's okay. Lacquer, apparently we're overproducing it now. I wouldn't have thought... Oh yeah, that makes sense. We haven't built the thing yet. That's going to consume it. And then ethanol. Oh, right, I did it wrong. So 6 production, but 10 consumption. I guess because it produces faster. Yeah, that's why. And then we can add the typewriters as well to the route. So let's do that. Alright, typewriters are on the route. So, it's not over yet then, I guess. It means that we need to get even more chemical plants. But we're bringing in so much stuff, it's actually not a big deal, I guess. So, it's a horrible thing to do right now, but just almost temporarily, we're just going to build 2 more of these, because we fixed our population so that we can do that. Does that fit there? No, it doesn't. I can barely even see what fits where, to be honest. Yeah, that's going to need an overhaul as well. But anyway, at least visually. But at least we're bringing in all the corn, all the wood. And again, if you really specialize hard in docklands, you could almost get rid of all the corn here and put down orchards. A valuable orchard space. Cool, so that means we're making a lot of ethanol up here. Wood and corn, ethanol. Makes sense? So at least globally now, I think that ethanol production should be fine. Yeah, it's 10 to 10, and the resin thing is, or sorry, lacquer. So the upper, yeah. I want to see what it says about that as a good. Does it even say? It says start trading. I don't know what screen you see what the description of the good is. That doesn't really matter, I guess. Maybe here? I don't know. Fire. One of our many fire stations are going to be on the case. Holy crap, this is a big one. What the hell's after happening? Nothing exploded, but it's just very quickly spread. First typewriters have been made. I'm just going to make a manual delivery of the first ones. Because I'm excited. And we'll call it there, I think, for this episode. So we've done a lot. I mean, each episode, these last three, I think I've pretty good progress. I mean, basically just figured out some sort of logistics problem every single time. The last one's obviously going to be the billiard tables. I'm going to have to do a lot of upgrading of these skyscrapers. And then just see how we get on. And then basically check back on all our goods and see how much we're draining everything. And then, because it seems like it's like, oh yeah, you're doing great, you're doing fine. You know, everything's being built and everything's moving forward. But there is definitely a long tail to this, I feel like, that I haven't felt the wrath of yet. Because I haven't been checking statistics too heavily. So I'm not that confident in what I've been building a lot of the time. There might be some stuff to sort out just yet. This would be cool though, 10 more investors. Oh hey, it's up to 4 influence now, sweet. It's good to see. So, what do we have to do? The vanity screen. We can do that now, right? We have everything. So it says sustain it at 70%. That should be fine. So let's just let them do that. And then we'll call it when it's done. Alright, I love that notification thing. It's really cool.
Things did seem to be moving speedily.
There we go. Bonk. So that is our typewriters delivered.
Says money matters dominate Middle Age.
Okay, so typewriters delivered. You can see it moving on up now, making us bank. So this place is making 8,000 coin, and it was costing 4,000. Now to compare that to a regular investor house, basically makes 1,000. So the place is making 4 times more. It obviously has a lot that goes into it, even though this might be the cost of the upkeep. A lot of these buildings have upkeep, big workforce upkeep, etc. So it's not strictly just that.
Ready. Great. We'll know how divisive our marketing campaign was once the numbers are in. I'll be sure to pass them along, but so you know, I already put the champagne on ice.
Alright. So that's it. I guess we'll have to wait and see when Donnie comes back with more. So that's basically going to be it, guys, for this episode. Thank you guys. I was going to say guys again. Thank you guys and gals very much for watching. Really do appreciate it. I'll be reading all the comments from the last 3 episodes today after this episode goes live.
Our promising posters have been defaced by some deviant bohem. Look here. It's all over the...
We'll leave it there. That's a nice cliffhanger for the next episode. We'll see how these have been defaced and vandalized, his posters and his marketing campaigns. But yeah, so just to ensure that I didn't miss episodes, I recorded all 3 in one day. So that's basically why, if people have been yelling at me or shouting at me, I have no idea. But I'll see all the comments after this one. I like reading comments after episodes go out, and then just doing episodes that way, but I'm much more inconsistent that way. So at least this way, you get your 3 episodes in the week, and I'll be able to react to everything and address all the feedback in the next one. Then hopefully in 1 or 2 more episodes, we'll do a nice little beauty build, really take the time to have a look at some of the different modules and stuff we can build with these skyscrapers. This has just been a hard-on logistics affair for me. Especially because I want to be able to review it as well. And most people, the beauty aspect is a bit secondary, so we can always mess around with that later. And I haven't even gotten near the Empire Tower yet, so I guess there's actually quite a lot still to do. Alright guys, that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support this series directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. If you don't see the join button, it means the video has been copyright claimed, but you can still join from the channel page on desktop. You can also link your account to our Discord to get a special role on there that will give you access to the Senate House and a few other perks.